There's my little bundle of joy right there.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the vlog. Let's talk numbers, right? I see a lot of people online are concerned and talking about. A lot of people are discussing what is a good rate as far as your minimum running rate should be. Now, there's a lot of misconception out there for a lot of people, you know. So, let's run numbers. So, numbers. Let's talk. Right. Now, these numbers apply specifically to my business, to how mine is ran. Okay. This exact same numbers may not apply to you. There are some fixed numbers such as your 2290, your UCR, your business license, your drug and alcohol and all of that, your physical and all of that that are gonna be within that range, and they're gonna be pretty similar, maybe plus or minus 5 or 10%. You know what I mean? But if you're one of those people that had bought a truck when it was when it was at its highest, and you thought that you were gonna be grossing 14K a week on the regular, more than likely right now you're probably not doing too good. But I'm pretty sure if you're watching this channel, you're not one of those people, because we don't have good looking trucks. You know what I mean? We have a working truck. We don't have brand new 389 Peterbilt that is like monster with a big old engine with 600 horses, 5,000 torque. You know what I mean? We don't have those. We just have something that go from point A to point B. We may not look good doing it, but we can make it. Here are some of the numbers that I have as far as fixed expenses every year. So I got my Nevada business license for $450. That varies. I went all the way to forming an LLC. Therefore, I have executives and stuff like that. That's why it costs a little bit more for me. But I believe you can do it at a very minimum of $200 or something like that. Anyway, and then you have your BOC3 for $25. That should be standard all across the board. And then you have your UCR for $41. That's also should be standard across the board. I think on average it should be $40. I don't know why I paid $41. It must have been taxes or some extra fee for using a credit card or a debit card or whatever. I think that's probably what it is, because I did it directly to ucr.gov. But and then you also have your 2290, which is $550, and you have your IRP. Mine IRP is a little bit different for everybody, for each state. So mine is 2100. So based on what Nevada values my truck, that's what they're gonna tax me on. Okay, so you also have your drug and alcohol, which is $100. I put $100 on there because you're doing queries, and then you're doing a lot of other things on there. So on average, with the random and all of that, I would say approximately plus or minus $100. You know, I mean, not too far off from there, alleviating from there. So my physical, I added that on there. Why? I don't know. But anyway, my physical is every 2 years, and it's about $100, so it's $50 a year. And insurance, I'm paying $13.59 a month. Okay, and that equals to $16,308 a year. I know I'm paying a lot, but I'm still new. I think on my second year, we're gonna be seeing a significant change on that. It's probably gonna, hopefully, I'm hoping for it to go down to about 11,000. You know, IFTA, I didn't put nothing on IFTA because IFTA varies. You know, I go OTR, so it's last time I paid $160 on IFTA. The month before that, I paid $67. The month before that, I paid $300. So it varies. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna include that on IFTA, but I will show you how you can compensate for that at the end. Okay. Now that totals to $19,624. Everything that is on this, right, is equal to $19,624. That's all your expenses when it comes to insurance and your fix. You know, everything, insurance to all your fix, everything that you need to operate your DOT and MC, okay? So when you take that number, 19,623, and you divide 70,000 into that, because we're gonna calculate it by yearly, 70,000, right? 70,000 miles, what we're gonna run on average, I would say this year, I think that's gonna turn us out to about 28 cents to the mile. So that's our fixed expenses. That's including your insurance, everything that you need, the licenses and everything, right? So that's 28 cents to the mile. Now on maintenance, my first year, maintenance-wise, I spent about $24,000 just on the truck itself, but I had a lot of def issue, okay? This year, I did not have a lot of def issue, but I have a trailer, so my cost has gone up as far as maintenance wise. So I'm calculating about $28,000 what I'm going to be spending on maintenance. This is just a rough estimate, okay? This including all of your oil changes and everything. So I'm estimating about 28,000, and that turns out to be 40 cents to the mile. Okay, so that's 40 cents to the mile at 70,000 yearly average. That's 40 cents to the mile. That's how much I'm spending on, or I'm putting away for maintenance. Okay. Now here comes everybody's favorite expense, fuel. at $5 onto the gallon, and I'm right now. My fuel mileage went up. So shout out to the Pittsburgh. You know what? I gotta make a video about that. But shout out to Pittsburgh Power. My goodness, my mileage went up. I went to flatbed, my mileage go up. That's crazy. That's unheard of, right? Anyway, fuel. I'm doing 71 cents a mile right now. When you add all that up, you're looking at approximately 139 cents or 1.39 cents to the mile. So $1.39 to the mile. Let's round that up to the 150 so we can cover every basis as far as like IFTA and all your sliding scale type expenses. Okay, here we go. I just wanted to show you this one before it comes off the board. I don't know if it will come off the board, but take a look at this. This is insane. So these guys, it's coming from Chicago, Illinois, and they put down Toledo, Ohio, but it goes the opposite way, which is Bettendorf, Iowa, right? So I think they're showing 574 miles. I don't believe that. I think that's gonna be more, but I mean, if it is that much, either way, it's the weekend, right? So 2,100 for the weekend, and you're not gonna be able to deliver today into Iowa or reload into Iowa, Bedford, Iowa. Therefore, that's gotta be done on Monday, right? And what do they expect you to do? Like have your truck be on hold for 4 days? This is crappy. You know what I mean? I guess it's okay, but at the same time, it's crappy. I would never do that. You know, that's holding my trailer up. My truck and trailer is gonna be on ransom for $2,100. You know, I mean, if they give me 3,000, yeah, that probably works. You know, but I highly doubt that they will. You know, that's too far off. So it's just that's pretty crappy of them. A lot of brokers I see, a lot of them do this kind of crap. You know, so but I'm looking at it today, right? Oh, happy Veterans Day, by the way. Oh, make sure you like and subscribe onto the video because it's Veterans Day and we're a veteran. So come on, support your boy. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's see. I'm looking at some of these loads, right? I saw one earlier that was, I can't remember who the broker was. It was a good load actually, and it came off the board right away. But it's a good load for the weekend. So this is the kind of thing I'm looking at, you know. And it was paying like $4.50 to the mile or something like that. That's what they were offering, you know. I'm sure we can go a little bit more, but like I said, they were $4.50 a mile, and that's not bad, you know. And for the weekend, that's not bad, you know. The truck doesn't have to work that hard. Oh, here it goes. Let's go look at this one. This one is going to Kansas, Joliet, Illinois to Kansas. So when they put down on there like that, call for more info, there's probably a little bit of catch into that. Let's see, who is this broker? TA Service. Yeah, I would say there probably is a little bit of catch to that. I mean, that's average market rate, but I don't know. I don't. A lot of times, a lot of these brokers nowadays, they put a little bit of catch into that. So it's just, it's sometimes it's a waste of time calling on these doggone brokers. So, but I that's why with that rate, with that operating rate, I think I can actually go have do $3 a mile on average. If I can do that on average, that means I cannot go below $3 a mile average. Therefore, I can't go below 250 probably, And before I take that 250, I need to be able to pick up something that is like 350 just to balance that out to the average of $3 a mile. You know what I mean? So, uh, I mean, a dollar fifty net after everything, I'd say that's not bad. If you ran 400 miles that day at $1.50 a mile, you're making $600. Who makes $600 in one day? You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. Uh you put a lot of gamble in there. I mean, everything is a gamble anyway. Anything in business is a gamble. You know what I mean? So we got what 30 or $40,000 worth of stuff here. As far as equipment wise, and we're we're only profiting 600. I don't think that's only, but still, your depreciation when it comes to trucking is a lot more. There it is. It went back on the board. Now, it was off the board. Now it's back on the board. So basically, this one is going from Gary, Indiana to Mason City, Iowa. It's 400 miles, and they're showing must deliver on a Saturday. That's probably why it went back on the board. The person that probably had it taken off the board, maybe they couldn't deliver on a Saturday. I don't know. But sure enough, it's just, I don't see what the big deal is about delivering on a Saturday. I mean, it's tarp, so that's no big deal. But something like that, we could definitely profit, right? That's no big deal. Look, I did change the tires. Like I said, I would. We have to change the tires because we gotta look good for the DOT. These son of a guns, man. They got us on a microscope right now, and they're gonna try to get us for every little detail, every little ding that we're gonna come up with. So we don't want to give them that excuse. I got a lot of parts in. I gotta do some work. So I was doing some research on the decking. I was trying to get the decking to. I almost got them from the dealership, but man, I had no idea that decking is so expensive. So at the dealership, the utility trailer dealership, for these, they're charging me, what was it, $15 a foot. I got 4 pieces of 48 all the way. That's gonna be close to $3,000 after taxes. It surprised me because I was looking online and it would have cost $5.68 a foot online, and shipping would have been $600. So it would have been $800 for the material and $600 or $700 something dollars for the shipping. And I was like, so I asked the dealership, why is it so expensive? They're like, it's shipping. I was like, well, I can ship it to me for $1,400, total. What's they're like, I don't know. That's just the way the pricing is. I was like, all right. So I'm not gonna get it from the dealership. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and try to book a load where they have the actual facilities themselves, and then we're gonna go pick it up ourselves and probably install it right there in their spot. But that's it. So we're just trying to get mentally and physically, and of course the truck get ready. Just trying to get it to where we're comfortable and get going and be out on the road. Looking at those numbers, looking at the numbers, all of these people that are trying to sell you this pipe dream of making so much money in trucking, man, it's not there. And yeah, it was there last year. You could have made a lot of money last year, definitely, but not. It's going back to where it needs to be. You know what I mean? The only thing is right now is the fuel is a little high. So yeah, you're gonna be making $600 a day if you were running on based on my numbers, if you're running 400 miles a day, you're gonna be making $600 a day after your overhead. That's before taxes. So I mean, that's not a lot of money. You know what I mean? I could literally be here in Vegas and make $300 a day doing Uber, but that's a higher maintenance as far as equipment wise. That's the wear and tear on your equipment doing Uber is a lot higher, and it costs you a lot more. But anyway, that's the end of the video. This proves and this shows, especially when you look at the rates right now, this shows that you're not gonna be a millionaire in trucking. You have, number one, you have to love trucking. For you to be in trucking, you have to love it. That's number one thing. You have to love the open road. You have to love driving. And number two, I would say, yeah, the money is decent money, but it's not the best money that you could ever make. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's the end of the video. We'll see y'all next time. Next video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe.